Hey Gator fans, I'm Shelby Granath. Last weekend, the Florida soccer team played 2 games in 2 different states. Now they are back in Gainesville for 2 home games this weekend. I talked to Coach Becky Burleigh and a few players about the upcoming competition. On Friday, the Gators traveled to Ole Miss for their SEC road opener. After 16 minutes of play, Florida was up 3-0. The final score was 4-1 with the Gators on top. However, on Sunday, Florida could not find the same success as they fell to Missouri 1-0.
I think the biggest thing is we just have to play for 90 minutes or whatever it takes because, we probably played for maybe 70 minutes, and that first 20, we just were a little bit behind and not quite in rhythm, and that, allowed them to get on the scoreboard, and that made us have to chase the game.
On Sunday, it was one of the most frustrating games I've ever played.
I mean, you just have to move on from it. Yeah, it was a little frustrating. I think there was good things in the game. I think there was also a lot of bad things, but you just have to learn from it, move on, put it behind you, because there's so many more games in the season, and the ones that count later on, and it's just going to be important to try to move on from it and put it behind you.
On Friday night, 2 Gators scored their first goals of the season, Jillian Graff and Claire Faulkner.
I think it says a lot about our team, about keep going till the end of the game, because we scored that goal in the last minute, so that says a lot.
When players are called on and they step up, that always gives them more opportunity, and so I think it's a great thing when we have reserves that are scoring goals, because we know we have some depth that we can count on.
Traveling can be tough for any player, but one player had a little more traveling to do than the rest of her team. Nora Neze-Johan was in Norway for a World Cup qualifier against Belgium. And after leaving Norway on Thursday and arriving in Mississippi on Friday, she had traveled over 6,000 miles.
I think it's easier coming this way than the other way, so that's good. But yeah, the travel from Norway to here, it was quite long. I had some delays too, so when I got there, I pretty much just passed out and then got up and practiced before a Friday game.
Luckily this weekend there will be no traveling for the Gators as they host South Carolina on Friday night and Auburn on Sunday.
South Carolina is always really, really defensively organized. They're hard to score on because they don't take a lot of risk going forward, but they like to counter. So we have to be aware of the counter, I think, and I think we definitely have to be really good at executing offensively.
After Sunday's game, I think we're really going to be focused and wanting to come out with a lot of fire under us and come out stronger than before.
I think for us, it's another opportunity to get 3 points. We want to go into each SEC game trying to get 3 points, no matter how that happens, and this one will be no different.
Now Friday's matchup against South Carolina is at 7 p.m. and Sunday's game against Auburn is at 2 p.m. For the full broadcast list, check out GatorZone.com. For GatorVision, I'm Shelby Granath.